what did happen to the last 10? I ran away with my life, fast forward, never turn back again. It's kind of funny that the more we pass time, the more we need to set them rewind. And 19 was the year I had to leave you, but now I'm seeing all the signs. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours again. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 get something from nothing. I sit here looking for an answer. Maybe the biggest question was in the last chapter. You gave me the soul I have today. Without you I never could have moved away. But now I see what you teach. I do believe I always should have stayed. Yeah. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours again. One day I'll be Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 get something from nothing. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 get something from nothing. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 get something from nothing. Life changes just open the door. One thing's certain, I'll always be yours. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours. Yeah. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours.
Hey, welcome live to Triple D Hot Takes, and we're bringing you live the NFL playoffs, at least talking about it anyways. So we're going to talk about the most underrated sport in sports industry tonight with Kyle Dieter, and we have Karen Dieter. I'm just the director, and so you guys, you can take it away.
Oh yeah, Dad, I hope you know what you just said. You just said instead of NHL, you said NFL.
Oh my goodness, it's the NHL.
We're talking about hockey.
Yeah, we're talking hockey, not
That's crazy.
NFL. Come on. Get it straight.
Okay, so first off, we're gonna go over the Stanley Cup polls, and then next segment we're gonna go over series stock watch, and then after that segment we're gonna talk about a little bit of a breakdown and give y'all what's gonna go on, what games are gonna go against who, and we're just gonna break it down by that. And then the next we're gonna talk about the key players and who to watch in for. And then after that, we're gonna go from there and talk about some cup or bust. So like which teams are gonna not do so, or not make it as far as we think they would, and then the teams that would definitely make the success or make a good run in the playoffs. And then the next team after that, or the next segment after that, we'll talk about some power plays and penalty kills. And then after that, we're gonna have a little fun little segment where people can like comment or just fans could reach out and ask questions and stuff. But we're gonna do some little glove drop, little fight segment and everything, like give you all a little pump up and stuff. And then we're gonna go over the Triple D playoff picks and what we believe in is are gonna be our picks for the
And maybe smoke a little cigar
outcome.
for the winner after that. Yeah. All right.
All right, so first things is first, we're going to go over the Stanley Cup pulse. So we're just going to see, like, the temperature and, like, who's surging and who's not. And we're going to just talk about which teams are hot and which ones aren't. So let's go over the Winnipeg Jets, the overall best record in the league. And their record is amazing. And they won the President Trophy, which is... The President's Trophy is like the best overall record in the whole league, and they automatically get their bid in. The next team to talk about is the Golden Knights. They have the best records in the Pacific Division, and then after that, the Make Beliefs have the best Atlantic Division record, and then after that, the Make Beliefs have the best record overall in the Metropolitan Division. And then the Toronto Maple Leaf finished the season strong with 5-game winning streak, which is phenomenal by the end of the year. A lot of teams just like are going out with a bang, so they're like, especially if you're not going to make the playoffs, they're just like, screw it. Like they're just trying to upset somebody before they go in the playoffs, right?
Yeah.
And then the next team to talk about is Dallas Stars. They're not looking too hot. They have so much injuries and just not staying very healthy, but they're on a losing streak right now of 7 games before they enter the playoffs. Little regular season right before. Yeah. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna go about is the series stock watch. So,
well, I mean, yeah, this segment's more we're gonna kind of talk about each team, talk about each matchup, like coming into this playoff series.
Right.
And so, yeah, the first matchup we have is the Jets and the Blues facing off here. So for this matchup, we look at the Jets, one of the best teams in the league. Wouldn't you say, Kyle?
yes. Oh yeah, the Jets are phenomenal.
Yeah.
They've had a great season, just overall. Just it's really shocking to see too. Like I didn't think that they would do this hot, but it's kind of crazy to think of.
It's like they have a first season with head coach Scott, right?
Yes, that's phenomenal job by what he's been accomplishing and stuff for that program.
Yeah. No, definitely. And yeah, I think the Jets are definitely going to be a team that is going to make some moves in this playoffs for sure. And then you have the St. Louis Blues, which, I mean, the big thing that stuck out to me there with the Blues, you know, looking up at the stats and finding different information on them, is that, yeah, they had a 12-game win streak across March and April. And that's when they really kind of got in this position to get in the playoffs and make a run for the playoffs. So, anything you would like to add on?
Nah, I don't really want to talk about the Blues because hey, that's my biggest rival. So of course I'm not gonna dive in and talk about the Blues. Like it's like just like the Cowboys or your Cowboys fan talking about the Eagles. I'm not gonna talk about the Eagles, bro. Like no, screw them. No.
Okay.
No, I don't like the Blues because I'm a Blackhawks fan, so I ain't gonna go all into detail with that. But yeah, no, I'm not talking about the Blues like that.
Fair enough. I mean, at least they're in the playoffs, not like the Chicago Blackhawks. But
yeah. All right, so the next matchup is gonna be the Stars and the Avalanche. So we got the Stars with an overall record of 50-26-6 with 106 points with the overall season, which is really good for them.
Yeah, I think it's either first or second in the league, right? I believe so.
No, they're like the fourth.
Oh, they're fourth.
They're like the fourth or fifth in the overall. Yeah, it's because they would have caught they would have stayed in fourth as long as they would have won like 2 more games. But they've been losing because they've had really bad injuries on their defense. Their defense has been.
I meant with the goals. I thought their goals, 106 goals.
Oh.
I think it's one of the most in the league, is what I was getting at.
Yeah.
No, it's not 106 goals. It's
Or 106 points.
Yeah.
And do you know what the points refer to in hockey?
No, can you explain it?
So it's when you win a game,
Yeah.
you get a point, or you get 2 points.
Okay.
Each game you win, you get 2
Right.
points.
Right.
Overtime win is only like 1, I want to say.
Okay.
And if you lose in overtime, you still get a point. See, that's where it's like,
Okay.
it's a little like stuff like that. But yeah, nah, I like Dallas Stars. They're Texas, baby. Nah, they're
Team.
Texas.
That's the team.
But we love watching little Texas go at it because usually we were just all football fans, but no, it's nice to change up the sport every once in a while and go watch a hockey game and watch some fights, baby.
Yeah,
Let's
man.
drop some gloves and get it going.
I mean, what else are you gonna do during springtime? What other sports is out there? So hockey's a good one. But
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
no, I love this Dallas Stars team. They've made it to the Western Conference Finals 3 years in a row. They've been so close. They had the roster. They had these core players that have stayed along on this team for so long, and they just haven't been able to get to the championship game and get to compete for the Stanley Cup. So this is the year I think I would really like to see Dallas go a little further, man.
For
It's
sure.
fun fact, Pete DeBoer, as the head coach of the Dallas Stars, he is 8-0 in Game 7s. So
Wow.
if Dallas gets to Game 7, I think
Hey.
they can get it. They can win it.
Hey, and it's not even Game 7 just in hockey. It's Game 7 in North America. He is leading in Game 7 for any sport right now, which is crazy because, let this man coach a different sport.
Yeah.
That's a crazy stat to have, just to have in North America, you're the only coach in North America to win the most in Game 7. Any
7
sport that goes up to 7 matchups
Yeah.
in the playoffs is crazy to think of. But yeah, let's go on next to the good old Avalanche. Colorado Avalanche, baby.
Mhm.
Hey, Nathan McKinnon. That's their stud right there, I'm telling y'all.
Yeah.
That's the kid to watch for them. He's gonna do great with them. But yeah, no, their overall record is 49 and 20 and 29
Yeah.
and 4 with 102 points coming in. God, I don't even. They came in third for the Central Division for sure. But yeah, no, they've been doing a great job, and I thought they were really going to struggle this year after they lost one of their key players. Now that's with the Dallas Stars is kind of crazy now. So
Kinda
now he has
wild
to
there.
play his old team in the first round is crazy. But yeah, no, but they have some crazy players with some crazy stats that can just make some big plays. And they got one of the best defensive players in the league. They have the number 1 defense is Kel McCarr. McCarr is a dog, and dude, he gets it done. I'm telling y'all. He gets it done. And he gets it to McKinnon, baby. He knows where to get it to.
Yeah, no, this Colorado team's a legit team. I mean, they're a great team. They won the Cup in 2022, which wasn't that long ago. They lost last year to Dallas in the playoffs, so kind of relying on and hoping that that's going to happen again. But we'll see.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's go on to, we have the Las Vegas Golden Knights against the Minnesota Wild. And so this Golden Knights team, they're good. They're a solid team. I know last year, or 2 years ago, they won the Stanley Cup in 2023. Last year, their season didn't look great. I think they lost to Dallas in the playoffs last year, first round.
Oh,
Yes,
God.
I
yes,
believe so.
Yeah, I
And
believe
then
you.
this year,
Yeah.
I think they're a solid team. They've relied on their depth. I mean, they've got 11 players with 10 or more goals this season. They've been kind of quiet, nothing too crazy, but they've been winning at a consistent level, playing well-rounded hockey for sure.
Oh, yeah, they got plenty of veterans on that team. The Golden Knights are probably, them and Florida are probably the most veteranized teams
Yeah.
out there, and they've
I
got
agree.
experience. So, it all plays a huge factor when it comes to playoffs, I think. So, it's like, you got veterans, of course they're going to know the game inside and out, and they're just going to, I think they're just going to be some dogs out there. They know how to change the momentum of the game. It's good old veterans, baby.
Yep.
All
Yeah,
right.
hey, this Wilds team, I wouldn't sleep on them, honestly. Like, this team is coming in kind of hot. Like, they've dealt with different injuries throughout the year, which, I mean, every team does, but for the Wilds, I felt like it really affected them and a lot of their key players. But this is a team I definitely wouldn't sleep on and having a possibility of upsetting this Knights. But yeah, what would you like to add on the Minnesota Wilds?
Hey, the Wild, man. Hey, it's either hit or miss with them. Like they're all over the place, but they're a really tough, hard-hitting team, and I really believe in them to make a huge advantage because they're just so physical. Like other teams are just don't want to call it a penalty. No, the Wild really don't care. They go all out. It's just they want the puck, and they're gonna get the puck. They're a really physical team, and they're great. They're great at defense. They're great from taking the puck from you, and they're gonna do amazing.
Yeah. And the one thing that stood out to me when I was checking out a lot of this stuff was they've been in a lot of close games, a lot of one-score games, and they were able to pull out a lot of those close games and win them. So I think they're very battle-tested, and they've kind of survived, throughout the season in these one-score games, and I think that could carry over into the playoffs to make a little run for them.
Okay, yeah. Hey, the next matchup we're gonna go to is the Kings and the Oilers. Oh, this is gonna be a matchup for the ages, I believe.
This one's going to Game 7, 100%.
Oh yeah,
this is gonna be a good one.
Okay, so the Kings, hey, they had a great season, I believe, and were 48 and 25 and 9 with 105 points, so just barely enough more than the Avalanche. Which they've had they had to make a huge, because way back in the day, I want to say around the 2015, 2016.
Way back in the day is 2015. Come on now.
About 5 years ago, they were really good.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, they were really good around that time. The Kings were just breakouts. They were good, and then they hit a real steep spot right after that. And then they had to go to a huge rebuild, so they made some big trades and spent some good hit on some money. It's some free agency, baby. And now they got themselves a good unit right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, they've been doing great. But yeah, no, the Kings are an exciting team to watch, I believe in.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I really like them or not. But hey, we're just gonna say that.
I'm kind of cool with the Kings. Like I used to play with them on NHL 14.
Yeah.
That was my team. That was when they were really good. Anyways, but yeah, no, I mean, like you touched on, they've kind of rebuilt this team after the last 4 or 5 years. They've been in rebuild, and now I feel like they finally got a team that can really make a little run, and it's really progressed, and you're seeing that progression throughout the years. So yeah, tough team.
Oh yeah,
for sure, especially to get in round one. I mean, when we look at Edmonton Oilers, like Edmonton's good. I've said that twice now, but no, Edmonton's been dominant for the past few years. They made it to the Stanley Cup last year, and they lost in one game after crawling out of a 3-0 hole, I believe. They were down 3-0 against Florida, 3-0, and came back, made it close, but yeah, they just couldn't pull it away.
That was crazy. That was crazy.
And when you talk about hockey players, you gotta think Connor McDavid. Connor McDavid's top notch.
Okay, yeah. Connor McDavid, is my player for sure, dude. Connor McDavid is just Blackhawks all the way. You know what I'm saying? But no, on paper, yeah, the Oilers team, bro. You got the best two forwards in the league, or like as a duo. It's just like a good old Jonathan Taves and good old Patrick Kane. They got a great duo. So like them two together, because Connor McDavid is definitely right now has more assists than Draisaitl for sure. Which them two together is just crazy. Because Connor McDavid knows how to actually pass the puck. You would think Connor McDavid, fast speedster, doesn't want to pass the puck as much, but nah, he's been feeding to Draisaitl, and it's just good to see Connor McDavid back too, though, from his injury throughout the season. He's been battling a tough injury, and it's nice to see him back because I for sure think Connor McDavid is definitely the best player in the overall in the playoffs. But he's been injured, so we don't know what Connor McDavid we're gonna get. Hopefully he's healthy and stuff, but. This duo is going to be hard to stop, I believe in. As long as their defense steps up.
Yeah. And playoff time, I mean, Connor McDavid's going to step up. I think watching him last year against Dallas in the Western Conference Finals, I think Connor McDavid was probably one of the most impressive players I've ever watched. And I was very blown away by how good he is. I mean, it's just unbelievable.
Hey, you know what we say? Speed kills.
Speed does kill. That man is quick. That is for sure.
Oh yeah. But okay, yeah. The next game we're gonna jump into is the Maple Leafs and the Senators. So yeah, the Maple Leafs finished the season off with a 52-26-4 with 108 points. But yeah, no, they had a great season this year, and yeah, the Maple Leaf got some key players though. I believe in they got some phenomenal athletes on their squad.
Yeah.
They got a well put defense and a great forward, which is phenomenal to think of. But yeah, they're great at passing the puck and getting it down the almost said court, but getting it down the rink. But yeah, no, they're amazing on the ice, man. They can really fly and get the puck down when they need it, and they could surely put up some points on you. So look up to them. Like I feel like once they get up in some points, they're definitely going to dominate. Like as long as they get ahead of what's going on, they're going to win, dude. They're great. Great team overall. Gary, you want to add anything?
Oh, yeah, no, I mean, I was just going to say the Maple Leafs, I mean, I agree with everything you said. It's a solid team. They're a well-rounded team. I mean, you look at their goalies. Both of their goalies as a tandem are number one overall, and they have a save percentage at 91.6%. So, I mean, they're playing at an elite level. The defense is good. Goaltenders are good. This Maple Leafs team is going to be a force, that's for sure. So, now the Senators?
Hey, now the Senators, man. Hey, they're a little underrated, I believe in, dude. Like, when somebody says Senators, I say, what is that? No,
yeah, no, I agree. It's like, what is a Senator?
Yeah, like, that's crazy.
Are we talking about the Capitol building? Like, I mean, we already got the Washington Capitals in here. It can't be them. No.
I'm just the director. I don't know.
But yeah, no, the Senators finished the season with a good 45-30-7. They probably barely squeaked into the playoffs with a very weird record. But yeah, no, they
had the plan for that one.
Definitely some things that they can improve on defense. They definitely need to improve some huge things on defense, I think, to beat the Maple Leaf.
Yeah.
But I think
their defense is playing decent. You know, decent throughout the year.
Yeah. So I believe that as long as their defense can step up, they can stop this fast-paced Maple Leaf team. I really believe in them. And Senators, are definitely underrated. I for sure think that they're probably at least the second most underrated team. But yeah.
Yeah. All I was going to add there with the Senators is, I think they're definitely underrated. And, I think they're having, this defense is doing well, 2.8 goals per game, and they give up fewer than 30 shots per game. I mean, that's pretty impressive. So, I think they're possible upset. Maybe. Maybe. Big one. All right. What are we talking about? Okay, so we're talking about the Lightning and the Panthers. So when we look at the Tampa Bay Lightning, they got elite goal scorers. Yeah, they've been good, but Tampa's defense has really stepped up. I think this season they've been playing a lot better, and so I think that's been really carrying them throughout the year. I mean, they're 47-27, not doing too bad. Not too bad. But I think they're an impressive team, well over round. They still scored pretty well. So, what would you like to add to that?
Oh yeah, their penalty kill team is one thing to watch, definitely in playoffs, because you want all the momentum you can get. So like once you get to a power play, you got to be able to kill it. If you're on defense, like that's the whole goal of it. Yeah, it's just crazy to think of that their penalty kill team is in the top 10 for sure in the overall league, which is phenomenal. And the thing that helps out with that is having one of the best goalies in the league too. At a .921 save percentage is crazy to think of, and this goalie is something to watch, and it's definitely going to help you in a great penalty kill. Like, you got to have a great goalie, which, look for this team to make some huge plays, and they got one of the best players they have the best player in the regular season in scoring and total points overall. He's rounded out. Khrushchev is one of the phenomenal players to watch, and it's just crazy to think of him. Like Nathan McKinnon and Connor McDavid are always on people's minds for sure as the best player every year almost now, since they're still young. They're still pretty decent age compared to like an Ovechkin or a shoot, who else is there? Sidney Crosby or something like that. Some more like veteran players. But these dudes are just have been dominating, and just crazy to think of that this dude Khrushchev is just like someone no one expected to be at the top, but he's a phenomenal athlete, and I think this team is phenomenal, and this is going to be a great battle. I think the Lightning and Panthers, this is going to be a shootout. It's going to be a toss-up.
This is going to be a really tough matchup. Seeing how these offenses and defenses, and you mentioned Tampa, like stopping the penalty kill. I mean, that's huge. Yeah. But when you look at Florida, you got to think last year's champions. I mean, this is the 2024 Stanley Cup winners, the Florida Panthers. They're good. There's no doubt about it. You know, they're they're the reigning champions. They're the ones that got to be knocked off the hill. And I think this Florida team is dominant. You know, you look at them on paper, you look at who they got, you look at the way their team has been playing, their team has been vibing. They're going to be really tough to beat, I think. So.
Oh yeah, this is crazy to think. Yeah, the Panthers. Yeah, on paper right now, on paper, if everybody stays healthy, they have veterans. Like I was talking about earlier, they have veterans, and they definitely have some key players that can make some big plays. Yeah. And they got one of the biggest D-bags out there, okay? But hey, we're not going to talk about it. He's one of the biggest trash talkers, and just he loves messing with the rookies for sure. Brad Marchand sorry, correct myself. Brad Marchand is one of the biggest trash talkers, and he's always getting in people's heads with. This is crazy to think.
Gotta do it.
From him going, they made a huge trade from him going to Boston, now to the Panthers. Picking up. See, the Panthers have made some key trades when it was the trade deadline. They picked up
right on the deadline. Right?
Yeah, they picked up Seth Jones from the Blackhawks, which had a $9.5 million contract, which was phenomenal to pick him up. I'm surprised the Blackhawks traded him, but yeah. But yeah, now look for this Panthers team. I really think I have them making a huge run, because Panthers, dude, they're dominant. They got big-time players, big names, big everything, dude. I'm telling you, dude.
There's a reason they won it last year.
Yeah,
and then a lot of them are back. A lot of them are back on that team, and they added homeboy there, so they're gonna be tough.
Oh yeah, so hey, the next team we're gonna talk about is the Capitals versus the Canadians, bro. It's finally time to see some Canadians.
Yeah.
God dang, dude. You're gonna have a name like the Canadians, bro, and it's basically similar to Canada. Like, come on, you gotta represent. These kids are learning in Canada are learning how to skate before they can walk, bro. It's kind of crazy to think of, bro. It's like they know how to skate before they can walk. It's kind of phenomenal.
Like we were born and they handed us a football, but no, when you're in Canada, you're born and they hand you ice skates.
Yeah, when you're born in Texas, you're handed a football immediately. It's kind of crazy to think of, bro.
You can throw a spiral before your arms even develop.
And that's probably why I said NFL as opposed to NHL at the very beginning intro. Oh, goodness gracious.
It's natural.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, it's Texas, but hey, talking about hockey in Texas, I mean, you know that it's really come down to the South, and it's really look at Florida. I mean, Dallas. You look at all the southern teams now. It's really coming about here in the southern part of the United States.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with that. And it's really good for the sport.
Oh yeah.
Hockey covers such a wide area of teams. All the way up into Canada, and then all the way down to Texas, Florida, even got Vegas. So I mean, it's really great for the sport. I love it.
Yeah, it's a drink to have.
All right, Kyle, talk to us about these Capitals and Canadians.
Oh, yeah. About the Capitals, back to the Washington Capitals is crazy, man. Like, what is a Washington Capital, baby?
That's what it is, man.
It's what it is. Exactly what it means, right? Okay,
Crack it over here where you can see it.
Yeah, we're going to break down this one with the Capitals having a 51-22-9 record.
Yeah.
With 111 points throughout the whole regular season. But yeah, now this Washington team it's been phenomenal, and it's just crazy to think that this team has really came from, and it wasn't easy for them to. Well, they made the playoffs pretty easy, but okay. But it's just crazy to think of in my head, like this team making it was just wild this year. It's just seeing some of the other teams that didn't make it is just crazy to me. Like Okay, sorry, I'm changing the subject up, but like it's crazy to see the Capitals here and not the New York Rangers.
Yeah.
Rangers always been on top
Yeah, I
for
can't
a
believe
while,
Rangers did not get in this year. That
and
was shocking.
especially the Bruins. Boston Bruins, after they lost a couple of their trades, but they still have David Pasternak as one of their key players for that Boston team. But yeah, here, sorry, we're a little going off topic, but yeah, it's just crazy to think that the Capitals here. But yeah, no, they've been having a real dynamic like offense. They've been able to score and put up some points for sure. And they've played a good, tight defensive game and just shutting teams down really when it definitely counted. Yeah, the Capital definitely forgot to include this with good old Alex Ovechkin, bro.
Oh yeah, you got to talk about
Mr. No Teeth himself, basically.
yeah.
breaking the all-time scoring record, and God, and he did it within about the same time that Wayne Gretzky did it in.
Yeah, it was, I think, the exact day or the exact number of games.
Oh yeah, Ovechkin is going to be a dude to watch out for because this man is a tank, bro.
Yeah.
Like, if you put this man in football, bro, he will lay a hit. I'm telling you, dude. This dude don't mess around.
He lays a hit on the ice.
See, and the thing about it is, he could do a reverse check. So a reverse check is when you have the puck and you just hit the crap out of somebody while on offense, basically.
While having the ball,
Yeah,
puck.
while having the puck is just crazy to think of. He could do a reverse and he could just hit the crap out of you, which is awesome because he's a tank. I'm telling y'all, dude. That's why he has no teeth, because he can hit the crap out of you. He lays it out.
Yeah, you know. Comes and goes.
Oh,
Teeth,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
You know, it just goes. Anyways. Yeah, no, this Capitals team is legit. Yeah, like we said, they were the first team in the season to clinch a playoff spot. They got a solid all-around team. They're really good offensively. I mean, yeah, they're averaging the second most goals in the league right now, you know, so. And then defense, they're stopping people, holding people less than 3 goals per night. Yeah, like you said, Alex Ovechkin hanging out in that office, leading goal scorer. I think this is the Capitals' year. Like, they think this is their year, you know. This is going to be their championship or bust, so.
Yeah.
We'll see how this holds up for them.
Oh, yeah, the Canadians. Okay. Now, when we were talking about the biggest underrated teams, now this is the biggest underrated team. Now, they've been going through a good...
Let's see.
I'll see, but okay. Continue.
Go ahead.
Oh, well, like, what I mean is the biggest underrated is, like, if they do good, it will be so, like, out there. They're the biggest underdog, I believe in. But I'm not saying they're the best team here. No, God, no. God, they're going to definitely... They're going to shake some heads if they make some big upset here, and especially the first round is crazy to think of. But yeah, no, this team is definitely came from a good rebuild. Like, I'm shocked they're even here.
Yeah.
But picking up the first overall pick, I want to say about 4 to 3 years ago in the draft, has definitely helped them out. But yeah, no, it's just crazy to think that this team is on top, because now you're talking about the biggest team that I didn't think that would make it.
Yeah.
Because they barely squeaked in. They were the last team to squeak in the playoffs with with 91 points.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm pretty sure, they had to go on a 6 straight win streak just to get a playoff berth, And then what is that? End of March, they had to go on a 5-game win streak. So, like, they were fighting and clawing their way all the way to the end, you know, trying to get in. And I saw on ESPN who said, they're just happy that they got a seat at the table at this point. I mean, they're in a rebuild and they had a really successful year, and now they're just excited to be in the dance. You know, they're excited to be there. I'm like, that's a win for them. You know, they'll take it. But yeah, they're gonna have a tough one against this Capitals team. That's for sure. Yeah,
being from the original 6, the Canadians it's nice to see them back on the top because they were the first team to finally establish the NHL. Really, they were the first team of all. So it's crazy to think of that they finally made their way back because they've been having a rough year. It's
we've all been through it, you know. Every team goes through it a little bit. So.
But now this year, somehow,
they're in the dance, man. They're at the table.
They're cheating. No, I'm joking. Okay, yeah, but
all right, let's go.
Want to go with the next matchup?
Yeah, so we got the Carolina Hurricanes and the New Jersey Devils. Right, New Jersey, right?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, but the Hurricanes, I mean, this is a team that's been in the playoffs the last couple of years. I believe they were in the Eastern Conference Finals against Florida last year. Or did they play the Rangers? No, I think they played against Florida in the Eastern Conference Finals.
I want to say.
Yeah, Hurricanes 47-30 and 5 ties this year. They got 99 points. I mean, they're definitely a contender to hit big on this, big this year and then in the playoffs. And I mean, I think they're a well-rounded team that's played well. Their goaltending, Frederick Anderson,
Oh yeah,
he's
it's
got
a
the
great
league's
goal.
best penalty kill.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, great goalie. I mean, yeah, I remember watching him last year and thinking, wow, this guy's legit for
Yeah,
sure.
he's
you know?
snagging stuff all over
He
the
was-
place,
yo,
bro.
dude, he
He's
was
getting
snagging
dude,
everything.
Like, bro, you're talking about amazing, man. Like, he looked like Odell Beckham out there. It was just like glue, bro. It was coming
Couldn't
right,
miss,
or
man. He couldn't
it was
miss.
like glue. His gloves were like snagging everything, man. It's
But yeah,
crazy.
what else would you like to add on the Hurricanes?
Oh
man?
yeah, the Hurricanes, man. It's kind of crazy to think of to come up with a name like the Hurricanes when you get hit by hurricanes. Like,
In the Carolinas.
Yeah, in the Carolinas,
It's crazy.
man.
But, you know,
They got some great beaches, though, right? No.
we've never been. What are you talking
But I
about?
mean, like in general, they got some
yeah,
great
they
beaches,
do got nice
man.
beaches.
They got
yes.
beautiful beaches,
Yes.
though. So it's like,
At least that's
somehow
what
we
Google
got
says, but yes.
yeah, how does beaches involve hockey? But yeah, no. Because it might involve bringing in some key players to their association. Because who doesn't want to go to the beach, bro? Maybe like on your off season or something, you know?
Yeah, the Carolinas are nice.
Oh yeah, but yeah, nah, I don't really have anything say about Carolina much about this team except for their goalie being a great
Yeah,
goalie, man, just a
really
great
good.
stopper and just
For-
Cal saying he snags everything, man.
yeah.
But yeah, we go to the next team with the Devils.
Yeah, you know, and they definitely have the ingredients to be a surprise success story in this postseason, I think. You know, they're special teams. We know we talked a lot about special teams tonight and like killing. Well, when we mean special teams, we mean like, yeah, the penalty shots. No, not penalty shots.
Penalty kills.
Yes, penalty kills. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there. I got distracted. But yeah, no. This New Jersey's team is able to stop the power plays, and they're able to take advantage of when they're on the power play and be able to score there. So I think that's going to be a big instance in this matchup. Because I mean, I think this one's going to go down to a Game 6, Game 7
Oh yeah,
for sure. Like it's going to be a close battle. So yeah, what else would you like?
Yeah,
to
no,
add
it's
there?
crazy to think of. Yeah, this power play is 28%, and they've been doing great right now. They're in the top 3 ranked power play in the overall playoffs. Is crazy to think of right now.
Just the league.
Yeah, and the league is just crazy.
Yeah.
For sure. Just being in the top 3 on power plays, because you got to be able to score to change the momentum. Like, you got to be able to score when you're up a man. And you know that they're down a man, so you got to put it in the goal. Like, you got to make plays. That's what Dallas... I'm going to change it up a little bit, but that's what Dallas was horrible to do last year. If they were just able to score in the power play,
Dallas is one of the worst at the power play.
they would have been able to execute plenty of games with just almost scoring like 3 points a game just on power
just
plays.
scoring there. Yeah. No,
It's just crazy to think of, but yeah, it's a huge advantage when you're scoring on your power plays, I think. But I just want to do a
Definitely.
quick shout out for my friend Rob. He texted me the other day because we were talking about NHL, and he was like, "Man, the Devils, as long as they get past the first round," I was like, every year. He's like, every year.
every
They're
year.
horrible. That's crazy, man.
But yeah, that'll be definitely an interesting matchup. I like it. So let's talk a little bit about some of the X Factor players or some of the big name players
Yeah,
in
okay.
this NHL playoffs.
Yeah, first off, we're going to talk about the Tampa Bay Lightning having one of the best players, definitely one of the most outstanding players throughout the season, which is I for sure thought he was huge, like he's huge underrated, like an underdog. It's just crazy to think of. Yeah, Khrushchev is one phenomenal player, and his elite vision and clutch scoring is going to definitely separate his abilities against everybody else. And looking at his no-look passes and his delayed zone entries and everything, man, he's a phenomenal, and he's sneaking at sniping that puck in the goal, and he can hit from long range. This dude is something to watch, man. He's heating up at the great time too,
Oh,
and he's
yeah,
just
for
a
sure.
phenomenal. As long as he keeps this going, I think in the playoffs, and he's going to do phenomenal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, he's been huge for Tampa Bay getting into the playoffs, and then now he's got a chance to really lead this Tampa Bay team against some of these tougher teams that they're going to have to play to get to the end, you know, and I think he'll be able to step up big and come through when the moment needs him the most.
Oh yeah, for sure, dude.
Yeah. So what we got?
Nathan McKinnon.
Nathan McKinnon from Colorado.
The dog.
I know he's got a tough matchup. He's got a tough round 1 matchup for sure with Dallas, but yeah, no, his acceleration is insane. I mean, he's got a full head of speed. And then even his defense, you know, he's able to play well and solid defense whenever. Yeah. No, not
Yeah,
really.
but
no, not really. But he doesn't play defense. He doesn't.
yeah, he doesn't.
Oh,
play
I'm
much
just kidding. He
defense.
doesn't play.
But,
No,
hey,
he does a little bit. But.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's just a phenomenal. Hey, you can't stop this man, Nathan McKinnon. If you sit down and actually watch Colorado Avalanche and Nathan McKinnon's on the ice, you got to be able to get him the puck. Like whenever you're watching the game with Colorado, they're always trying to get him the puck. Like they're always looking to get him the puck, and he is a phenomenal athlete, and he scores because they feed him. Oh my God! If they keep the puck, they feed him every time, and he scores. He'll put up some big points on you. And Nathan McKinnon is one of the best athletes in this playoff.
Yeah. No,
He's
I
one of the best in this playoffs overall, I think, and he's just end-to-end rush and everything, dominant. But yeah, no, the next player we could go and talk about is Connor McDavid. Is one of the best players in this. Definitely in this playoff.
But yeah, no, he's one of the most dangerous players in the world when it comes to NHL.
Definitely one of the best.
When it comes to skating
And he's just
and his high speed puck control, it's just not fair, really.
oh dude, and his high speed breakaway is
Oh,
crazy.
yeah.
Once he's ahead of everybody, you're not catching this man. Like
No way.
Like you're
No
not
way.
gonna run him down. Like it's gonna be the hardest thing to run him down. He's just his game breaking ability is just crazy. And he could definitely momentum shift this game like crazy, man. And his and him to cause some chaos out there on that ice, bro, is crazy to think of, man. And he's just breakaway and his burst of speed and everything. And
Yeah,
he's
I
just
definitely agree.
phenomenal to watch.
Yeah, I mean, I said it earlier. I think watching last year's playoff, Connor McDavid was by far the most impressive player I thought that was playing, and I was just blown away by how good he actually was and how much of a difference he made on this Edmonton team.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, he definitely is jaw dropping, bro, to watch. Bro, I'm
Definitely
telling you.
jaw dropping. Yeah.
Hey, and you don't even have to guess where he's from. You just gotta be like, well, if he's that fast on the ice, he's gotta be from Canada. No, it's gotta be. Cause you know he ain't no USA born player, bro. He's Canadian, all right.
He's definitely been skating for a while, I imagine.
Okay, yeah. The next segment we're gonna go a little cup or bust, baby. Let's
yeah,
get it
so
going,
like it's
man.
kind of just hot takes and for
Yeah,
us.
we're
you
just
know?
gonna talk about little key teams and like what we think is gonna happen. So I think definitely the Colorado Avalanche is gonna be the team to beat. I believe in with the Stars. This is gonna be a huge challenge for them. Like this is really like I was telling Garrett. This is the Stanley Cup for the Dallas Stars. Like you
Yeah.
have to beat the Avalanche.
Yeah.
Like this is gonna be a game. Should be the #1 overall matchup, I believe, in the whole bracket. This is either going to eliminate a lot of people with their perfect breaths or not. Like, this is going to be the game right there.
Yeah.
You got Nathan McKinnon is going to be a hell of a kid to watch. Is going to be a hell of a dude to watch.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And then like Dallas needs to stay. God, they need to stay healthy.
Yes.
If
They
they
gotta
don't
bring
stay
some players
healthy,
back.
for sure going to be a huge bust. They're gonna bust for sure. But yeah, nah. Look for Colorado making a huge cup run. I ain't gonna lie, but they're gonna be playing a great Dallas team, and with some good youngsters on that team right there. But nah, definitely some overrated teams I believe in are definitely like your Tampa Bay Lightning.
Oh, okay.
Definitely in the deeper
Okay.
rounds. I believe that they're gonna be a huge overstatement, I believe is the word.
Okay. All right.
Who else is there? I think the Golden Knights are definitely one of the teams that I think are definitely overrated.
I actually disagree. I think the Golden Knights are coming in a bit underrated. I think this team won 2 years ago, and they're going to be a deadly team. I 100% think that, and just, I was going to piggyback off of what you're saying for Dallas. Like the whole topic that we're talking about, cup or bust. I think this is one of the years that Dallas, they're thinking they're winning the cup, or if they don't, it's going to be a disappointing year. So that's all I was going to add for that. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't sleep on Las Vegas.
I think Las Vegas Golden Knights are definitely running a retirement center.
The experience, man. The experience comes through in the playoffs.
I feel like once they all retire, they're gonna end up in the same home, right? It's crazy to think of. Now they got some oldsters over there, which I think they still have. I want to say they still have Strome and good old the oldsters. No, the oldsters over there, man. I'm telling you, bro. They got some old men over there, but definitely some potential from Florida. It's time to see if Florida could do a repeat.
Yeah.
I think they got it in them, but at the same time, I don't want them to win again. Like, I hate watching some repeats. Like, I want a different team every year.
I don't want them to win, but
just like the Chiefs. No one wants to see the Chiefs win 4 in a row, 3 in a row, whatever it is. Like, I don't want to see them win again. Like, I'm tired of it. Just like the Alabamas and Georgia of college football. Like, you don't want to see. Tired of seeing red. Just like it goes all the way back to March Madness. I'm tired of seeing red.
Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and move on to power play or penalty kill. Let's do this. So, power play, you like it. Penalty kill, you don't. All right, does that make sense?
Yeah.
That makes sense to you? Okay, good.
Wow.
So, are the Panthers the most dangerous team in the East? Do you like it, power play or penalty kill?
Yes, power play. Yes.
I agree with you.
They got some weapons. They got some big time weapons.
Yeah,
they got a well put team, and their lines, they're stacked, bro. Their lines when they switch up, you know they stack. They got a unit up there.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with you 100%. I mean, this, like we've been talking about all day. Their lineup is deep. They got the depth. They got the lines that can run the game and score a good bit. So, yeah, I agree. Power play that. All right, so what do you think about the Oilers? So I got Edmonton Oilers and Dallas making it to the Western Conference Finals again for the second year in a row. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. No, this is definitely a power play, and I think that they can run it back again. Like, it's a good old run back, bro. It's just like the same teams in the NFL. You're just like, are they going to go back-to-back again to, like, the finals and stuff? And you see it every year almost. It's usually the same teams playing the Chiefs every time.
Yeah.
Can we get past them or can we not? Like, nah.
I agree with you there.
I see the Oilers. They got themselves a unit. As long as Dallas can stay healthy, we talk about it. Because we got Jason Robertson is missing out on the first game against tomorrow. They're playing tomorrow at 7:40 on TNT.
Check it out.
And y'all tune in for that game. That's going to be one great game to watch right there.
It'll be fun for sure.
As long as Dallas can stay healthy, but it's just going to be sad not to see Jason Robertson, one of our leading scorers for that team.
And I think he's one of the top scorers in the league this season.
In 2025, he is.
Oh, so yeah, the start of this year.
The start of the year, yes.
Yeah, because Dallas kind of went on a run there, especially to start 2025.
Wyatt Johnson, I want to say, is 10th, which is Dallas's youngster. He's phenomenal to watch. You're talking about an exciting player. I love watching good old Wyatt Johnson.
Yeah, no, Wyatt Johnson's a top-notch player for sure.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, nah. Garrett, you want to talk about the Jets next?
Yeah, the question is, what do you think? Power play or penalty kill? The Jets are the team to beat this year.
Oh yeah, the Jets. Nah, they're phenomenal, dude. It's just
so
crazy.
You power play?
Oh yeah, power play.
Okay, you think the Jets are the team to beat?
No, wait, no.
I'm just asking you questions here, man.
Yeah, no. I think this is a penalty kill because the Jets, I think they're overrated. This is an overrated team because just like they say, every team that wins the President Trophy ain't technically the best team in the league until you get to the playoffs. You play the game for a reason. You got to be able to beat them. Yeah.
I mean, the records don't matter at this point. You're in the playoffs now. It starts over.
Now it counts. You know, the real season counts now. Basically, this is what everybody hypes it up for. And I'm telling y'all, if you're not an NHL or a hockey fan, this is the time of season to get into it. It's really worth it.
Yeah, this is
and
the
I
time
love
of year to start watching. Playoff hockey is extremely exciting, extremely fun. The intensity, the pressure on the court, on the ice. It's really entertaining and it's really fun to get invested in and kind of keep up with it. So
and
that's our big shout out today.
And I could really just throw out somebody that is crazy about talking about hockey, and he loves hyping it up. His good old Pat McAfee, baby.
Yeah.
He loves hyping up some hockey. He's just like, yeah, man, going out there as soon as the game started, all 5 players dropping gloves and fighting each other. I'm like, that was the craziest game I've ever seen. The start of the game, everybody's just dropping gloves, and it's just 5-on-5.
Oh, dude, that's awesome.
And it's just crazier to see when goalies are fighting with each other. That's the best part about it, is when you have goalies dropping gloves going at it, baby. But yeah, get us on the next take.
Okay, so do we think the Canadians are going to pull off the upsets against the Capitals? Pull off the upset against the Capitals.
Who, the Canadians?
Yeah.
Nah, this is penalty kill. I think it's a sweep. The Capitals clearly level. I think they level them.
Yeah.
It might not be
I
a
think
clean
you're
sweep,
right there.
but I for sure think it could be at least a 4-2 or definitely a 4-1 or 4-0. Really, I think it's going to be definitely a dominant Capital team to watch right here.
Yeah. All right. Well, we got a little glove drop video. You're gonna
Yeah, a
show us?
little fun interactive segment with the fans and everything, so y'all can
Yeah.
comment and just what y'all think and stuff right here.
And I got to say, this is what hockey's about, because every time I went to a fight like this, a hockey game broke out.
Yeah.
So, yeah, here you go.
That was
Okay.
pretty cool. Yeah.
Hey, yeah.
Right?
They were getting it.
Yeah, the last one, yeah, Reeves, good old Reeves, that plays for the. I believe he plays for the Make Believe still. But yeah, nah, he's a phenomenal. Reeves is. You saw at the end of the video, man. He fell on the ground, he got back up, and he fought, man.
Yeah.
He goes to war every time he fights.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
one of the hardest hitters and best fighters in the league right now, and he's phenomenal, man. Yeah, he's going to war. he will knock your lights out. I'm telling you. So yeah, Garrett, tell
Alright,
us what
let's-
the next segment is.
Yeah,
and
let's
break down.
now we're just gonna go ahead and make our picks and see who we got winning what and going on to the next round. So go ahead, Kyle. Let's see. For Central Region, who do you got winning these 2 games?
So I got Winnipeg over the St. Louis Blues by 5 games.
Okay.
Of course, I can't go with the St. Louis Blues because I'm a
Yeah.
Blackhawks fan, man. That's the biggest problem. We got to kick them to the curb. Hey, they're for the streets.
Oh God.
It's crazy. No, I'm joking. No, I'm not saying Blues in this house. Nope.
All right. So who do you got? Dallas Stars or the Colorado Avalanche?
Oh, I got the good old Dallas Stars. We know that. We're Texas all the way. What the heck? How'd you get out? Oh, we got the Dallas Stars, and then I got Dallas Stars in 7th game. This is going to be a battle against the Colorado Avalanche, but that's who I got. In 7 games, I got Dallas Stars.
Nice.
Yeah, who do you got, Garrett?
Oh, okay. So for both of these games, I agree with Kyle. Sadly, I had the Winnipeg Jets winning over St. Louis Blues, and I actually also have I have Winnipeg sweeping them. Actually, I think Winnipeg's going to sweep the first round, and with the Dallas Stars and the Colorado Avalanche, I'm taking the Stars
Oh, okay.
in 7 games. So let's go Stars. I'm a big Stars fan. I live in Dallas right now, so go Stars. All right,
Okay, yeah.
next round.
Lead me in, bro.
All right. So we're looking at the
Pacific.
Vegas Golden Knights. Yes, this is the Pacific Conference. You have the Vegas Golden Knights or the Minnesota Wild.
Oh, I got the Vegas Golden Knights in 6 games against the Wild, but this is going to be a great game. These all are going to be good games, I believe, except for like maybe a couple. But I for sure think that this is going to be a good game. But yeah, I got the Vegas Golden Knights in
Yeah.
Game 6.
All right. What about the Edmonton Oilers versus the Los Angeles Kings?
I got Edmonton Oilers for sure in 7 games. Hey, but don't sleep on this Kings team. But I don't think anybody can stop the best duo in all of hockey right now, for sure. The best best duo you got Draisaitl and Connor McDavid. So Garrett, who do you think's going to win the
Huh?
Pacific? We got Vegas or Minnesota?
No, I'm sadly agreeing with you again. I feel like I've been agreeing with you on all of this hockey, which
Hey, he knows a
I
little
hope it's a
bit more
good
about
sign, or I don't know, or my bracket's gonna be screwed over. But anyways, I have the Vegas Knights beating the Wild. I actually have them sweeping. I don't think yeah, I think the Knights are gonna sweep. And Edmonton and Los Angeles, I am also taking Edmonton. Connor McDavid is just too good. This Edmonton team is too good. They're too experienced in the playoffs. I got Edmonton winning in 6 games. I think they might start off a little sloppy, but I think they're going to handle business. So, next round, so we look at the Atlantic Conference. We got the Toronto Maple Leafs versus the Ottawa Senators. What do you got?
Sweep.
Sweet.
Maple Leaf winning in 4 games over the Senators. Because what is a Senator? No, I'm just,
it.
That's the only reason.
no.
That's
This
the
Maple
only
Leaf
reason.
team is something to watch.
Yeah,
They
Maples are good.
they got some crazy athletes on their team. They got a great Austin Matthews is one of their studs to stop. That's phenomenal. But yeah, no, I got Maple Leafs winning in 4. And sorry to say this, but if you're fans watching this, make sure you're all comment and who do y'all believe are gonna
Yeah.
make it far, and just checking in on everybody that's watching. Y'all can comment and what y'all think and ask us questions or whatever, and we can
Yeah.
always give y'all a shout out or just like answer one of y'all's questions or something. And just let us know.
No, definitely. And so, what about the Florida Panthers versus the Tampa Bay Lightning?
Oh yeah. Oh, I got. This is gonna be a good game. No, it's
It's gonna
gonna
be
be
a
a good
good
game.
one,
I
that's for
got
sure.
Florida Panthers winning over Tampa Bay Lightning in seven,
Oh,
seven
7
games.
games.
So it's
Okay.
gonna take it to the final game, the series. But
Okay.
yeah, Garrett and the Atlantic, who do you got winning with the Toronto Maple Leaf and the Ottawa Senators?
All right. I agree with you. I got the Maple Leafs winning. They're sweeping the Senators.
Really?
Sorry, Senators. The Maple Leafs are just that good right now. But they're gonna have to face a really hard Florida team that won the Stanley Cup last year. Because I think the Florida Panthers beat the Tampa Bay Lightning in 6 games.
Yes.
So yes, give me the Panthers and Maple Leafs. But all right, now we look at
Oh,
the.
Maple Leafs and the Ottawa Senators. You said it opposite. Okay,
Yeah.
so who do you got with the pin? Oh, no, you
No, I
didn't.
said I got the Maple Leafs winning against the Senators,
In
and I
what
got the
game?
Florida Panthers
Oh, the same
beating.
exact game style?
No, they're sweeping.
Okay,
They're
except
winning in
for
4.
oh, okay. I was just
Yeah.
making sure
All
you said that
right.
right.
Yeah.
Okay. But you have game 6 set at 7, right? For the
Yes.
Panthers?
Yeah. I
Okay.
have Florida winning in 6.
All right, so now it's next to go to the Metropolitan.
Yeah. So we look at the
Politan.
Metropolitan Conference. You have the Washington Capitals and the Montreal Canadiens.
Oh
What do
yeah.
you think, Kyle? Who do you got winning that one?
We got the Capitals, bro, over
Yeah.
the in game 4. I got them sweeping, definitely. Canadians has never been here in their life. No, I'm joking. No, they have. They have.
Let's
Okay.
say they definitely have. They've been playing hockey since the league started. They've made it.
Way back, yeah. God.
All right. And so we also have the Carolina Hurricanes and the New Jersey Devils.
Okay, well, I
Who
got
do you have in this one?
Carolina Hurricanes winning in game 6. I got them in
Ooh,
6 games winning
6 games. Okay.
over the New York Devils. And shout out to Rob again. The Devils aren't getting past first round.
No, that's good.
Who do
I
you
actually,
got?
oh man, I've agreed with you on all these picks. I think later on in the playoff bracket here for the NHL playoffs, I will disagree with you, but I have the Washington Capitals beating the Canadians again. I think they're going to sweep them. They'll win in 4. And I also have the Carolina Hurricanes beating the Devils, but I think this is actually going to go to Game 7. I think this series is going to be a little more interesting than the experts think and than most people think. But I do like Carolina edging over the Devils.
Okay.
So, all right, my question for you is before come- yeah, we end the show. Who do you got winning it all, and who do you got playing against each other?
Okay, so I got the Cup final. I got the Panthers versus the Stars, and then I got winning it in 6 games, or in 6 games, but by the
Yeah.
sixth game is the Stars. I got the Stars winning it all, bringing it back home to Dallas, Texas, baby,
Mm-hmm.
getting it going, bro. You know what I'm saying? No, but
Yeah.
I got the Stars. Who do you got making the
Man,
finals?
I'm pretty similar there. I got the Dallas Stars making the finals, which I hope so. Go Stars. I need a nice parade, championship parade in Dallas, because that would be awesome. But I actually have them playing against Washington. I have Washington Capitals doing some damage in the playoffs, surprising some people, and getting it to the end. I know I think Dallas and Edmonton are going to play against each other in the Western Conference Championship, and I think Washington is probably going to play a good team like the Toronto Maple Leafs in the. Or no, I got them playing against Florida in the Eastern Conference Championship, but I got Washington doing a little surprise and beating Florida. So, but no, I'm really excited to see how this playoffs is going to go. I mean, I think this is a great. There's some really good teams this year, and I think it's going to be really competitive. The enthusiasm, the yeah, the electric in the air.
Yeah, electric.
But yes, I
It's a
think it's
great
going to be
movie.
a very exciting playoffs. So I would definitely recommend checking it out and watching it. And yeah, Kyle.
Electric in the air. Yeah, but
It's from
no,
a
it's
movie.
about that's in the movie. Yeah, that's a great movie. Okay, yeah, no. So we're about wrapping up things about right here.
Yep.
We're towards the very end, but there's a few things I want to talk about, mention. So we got good old Lee Corso is for
Oh
sure.
yeah,
The
definitely.
heartbreaking Lee Corso is retiring on August
Yeah.
30th. From College Game Day, and he's really inspired. Definitely inspired me to start watching College Game Day, and he just brought out the best. And like, I wish him luck or after retiring and everything. And it's just he's gonna be missed. He definitely started the show and was a big part of it. And I don't know where I would be now, bro, from watching the show without Lee picking a good old
Yeah.
with his hat and everything, man, putting
The
the
mascot
headpiece
on there.
on and everything, man.
Yeah, no, just to add on that, I mean, we watch College Game Day, me and Kyle, we watch it religiously every
Oh, yeah.
Saturday morning. That's what we do. And seeing Lee Corso and how much he's brought to the college football atmosphere, and seeing the kind of progress he made, even with just simple talk shows, sports talk shows, is awesome. And so seeing him retire, it's kind of one of those bittersweet things. It's like, man, he's done so much for the sport. You're sad to see him go, but he's had such a great career. And so yeah, no, shout out to Lee Corso for sure.
Oh yeah. Anything you want to say about that, Dad, or no? Since you're a lot
Uh,
older, and he started in 1996.
Yeah, I started in
Yeah. Yeah, I've been watching him on, and you take it for granted though. After all those years, you say, okay, he's going to put on the mascot's headgear or whatever, to pick his team on the reason why they're usually doing the show is for Lee Corso. At the end, everybody's waiting.
Oh yeah.
What mascot is he going to pick? What is he going to wear? I tell you what, you got to love somebody that's got, a little pizzazz, and he's had it all the way to this time. I mean, the man is a legend. There's no doubt.
Yep. Yeah, heck, you've got all these keys to the cities now after last year going to all these different places, so it was good.
Yeah, that's right. So, well,
I think that's about all we got tonight.
Yeah.
that wraps it up for us.
Yeah, that wraps it up for breaking down the bracket and just talking about the overall playoffs and how it's going to go.
Yeah.
But I just want to thank everybody for watching and following the show, and just make sure y'all share and like and subscribe, and definitely share it with your friends and stuff, just to maybe just watch a couple minutes, or just the Dallas Stars if y'all really want to, or go to your favorite team and just see what you don't know about hockey and what you really want to listen to and stuff like that. It's just, I'm trying to show y'all something y'all probably never really experienced. Maybe some of y'all have, and maybe y'all haven't. But it's just a great sport, especially in the playoffs. It's just brings out the best of hockey.
It's very
And
entertaining
just
for
love
sure.
watching. 'Cause
Yeah, no, it's a very entertaining sport.
it's definitely better than basketball. But we're not gonna go into detail about playoffs and
No,
stuff.
we love all sports.
Yeah, we love all sports, but
That's right.
hockey's just a little different because basketball you can't hit stick somebody like hockey.
And you can't get mad, throw your gloves
That's
down,
right.
and start
Yeah,
hitting someone.
yeah, you can't just basketball take off your jersey and just start brawling. No. But yeah, no, that's about it, guys. Well, all I gotta say is I'm Kyle Dieter,
I'm Garrett Dieter.
And I'm Hank Gator.
and
Good night.
yeah, y'all have a great night.
Yeah.
Later, y'all.
Enjoy. All right. Have fun. Enjoy. Happy Easter, everybody. God bless.
God bless.